Hello, everyone. My name is John O'Danieli from Focus Communications. I'm here with Patrick Highsmith, co-founder and chairman of FireFox Gold. Patrick, today you announced a new high-grade intercept of 130.5 grand per ton gold at the northeast target of Mustajärvi and another hit on the step out at the eastern target. Before we discuss the highlights of the Phase 5 drilling, can you please bring us up to speed on the company's recent activity at Mustajärvi project, as well as the other drill-ready projects that you've been aggressively advancing over the past 12 months?
Hello, Jono. It's a great time to update on FireFox and to discuss today's results. And in fact, it was a year ago today that we hired an important new team member in FireFox, Sven Hennig, our general manager of exploration, and he's been instrumental in these high-grade drill holes we've been making at Mustajärvi. So happy anniversary to Sven, and exciting time. 2 days after that, however, we announced the first high-grade intercept in this northeast target at Mustajärvi, and no one cared. So that really opened up a fascinating year in FireFox, where Mustajärvi was the headline with a lot of our high-grade drill results. But we put a huge portfolio of properties together, and I'll just make mention of a couple of things before we jump into those Mustajärvi results. Now, there are certainly going to be some technical comments and forward-looking statements in this short presentation, so I hope folks can look at our cautionary language in this presentation and on our website. But here we see a map of the gold portion of the central Lapland greenstone belt, and just a few things to get folks oriented. There's a scale bar down here. The city of Kittilä is here. It's international airport just north, paved highways crisscrossing this area, even though we're 100 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. Sodankylä here, where our field office is. And the large FireFox holdings are shown in the gold color here. At the north central part of the slide is the Kittilä mine, operated by Agnico Eagle, about 9 million ounces of historic production, resources, and reserves. So it's a big gold deposit. The Rupert Resources Ikkari discovery is shown here. It's a busy greenstone belt, but it's really controlled by 4 junior companies and 2 majors. And we're really excited to be one of the largest tenement holders in the belt. And we have 4 drill-ready permitted projects in the belt. In the south central part of the belt, we're going to be talking today about the Mustajärvi project, where we've just announced some drill results with more high grade there. And in the coming weeks, however, folks are going to see drill results from the Utsamo prospect here over near Orion Resources, big properties, the Saitavara prospect to the south of that. And then importantly, the drill right now is at the Sarvi project, which occupies most of the northern boundary here of Rupert Resources ground north of the Ikkari discovery, their new 4 million ounce deposit here. So it's a busy belt. We're one of the major players here, and we've been drilling at Mustajärvi really for the last 3 years. But 2021 was a big year. If we look at Mustajärvi here, we're showing a map of the project. In black here is a major structure called the Mustajärvi Shear Zone. We have over 3 kilometers of strike length of that structure on our 100% controlled tenements here. You can see there's a highway passing through, a power line just north of the project. And superimposed on this is an image of the magnetics. Now, this is ground magnetics. It's detailed data, and it shows you really, you can see the break in the color where this structure passes through. And the discovery at Mustajärvi came in the 90s by Outokumpu, the national mining company of Finland. But they only drilled 700 meters, nothing deeper than 50 meters, but they had some high-grade hits. We subsequently picked up the property for a very reasonable cash payment and a little bit of shares in 2018. And we started drilling at the central zone too, hit some good results, 2 meters of 45 grams, for instance. No one cared. We continued to hit high grade there, and we stepped out here to what we call the northeast target. You can see this flexure in the shear zone, these more north-south structures in that area. And when we drilled there, we started to hit some encouraging results. And just short of a year ago, 2 days after we hired Sven, as a matter of fact, we announced a drill hole here, 2 meters of 33 grams, which was a 150-meter offset from previous drilling. And again, no one cared. But we came back to Mustajärvi, continued testing this target, and lo and behold, in April, we announced the presence of visible gold in one of these drill holes in this area here. And then later in June, we announced bonanza grade mineralization in the northeast target, including 1.35 meters of 94 grams per ton. It included 0.65 meters of 129.5 grams per ton, again with visible gold. And really since then, we've been discerning the controls on that high-grade gold, staying close in. And today we're announcing the results from 3 more holes right on top of that bonanza grade zone, and also a major step out 750 meters away to test a new target called the East target. So if we zoom in and look at these results a little bit, you can see now we remove all that geophysics, and you can see this cluster of drill holes in the northeast target, where we have 2 holes already that have averaged about 150 gram meters of gold over grade thickness there, measured gold grade times thickness of the intercept. And then in the eastern target, we just had some sniffs. The best intercept over here was 3.79 gram meters of gold. We stepped over 100 meters away from that drilling with the results we announced today, and we've hit now much better mineralization in this hole 15. So first, let's look at a cross section right through here, through the high-grade zone at Mustajärvi. In the news release we put out today, folks can look at the details of this and read the discussion of the geology. But in general, here what happened, the first high-grade hole, hole MJ001, hit that bonanza grade mineralization here. We then came back and drilled under it with drill hole 10 this year. And again, we hit a high grade, but we hit 16.5 meters this time of 7.7 grams per ton. Today's results were hole 12 undercutting the zone, hole 13 here, and hole 14, so-called scissors hole, drilled back the opposite direction. Look at the cluster of intercepts we've had there. We've thickened that zone up now with the results from hole 10. And in hole 13, we had some excellent results. We had 6 grams. We had a narrow interval of almost 41.5 grams per ton, as you can see here. And also in hole 12, we had 1 3-gram intercept, sort of the down dip continuation of that mineralization. And hole 14, really excellent grades. Here we had 20 grams higher up in the hole, 6.5 grams. And in the bonanza grade zone, we hit 45.85 grams over 1.5 meters, which included that half-meter intercept you mentioned of more than 130 grams per ton gold. So we've now learned about the structural controls. You'll notice we've shown these folded vein zones here. And really the high grade seems to be controlled in this flat-lying body here, which is open to the west and to the east as we look at this screen. So it's open, it's shallow, it's between 100 and 170 meters below surface. And we'll be offsetting that. We've already drilled 2 holes offsetting the bonanza grade in the directions in which it's open, but we believe there are more of these in echelon vein systems that are highly folded here, and we're interpreting the presence here and here in this section. And these will be drill targets as we progress with this emerging high-grade discovery at Mustajärvi. And don't forget, 750 meters away, it's really the first hole into a new zone. Hole 15 also returned some excellent results, and those results included intercepts like 1 meter of 7.6 grams, 2.5 meters of 8 grams per ton, and 1 meter of 11 grams, which included 0.6 meters of almost 15 grams per ton. So finding plus 10 gram per ton mineralization in a new zone, 750 meters from this high grade, really gives us a lot of hope for the potential and future excitement at the Mustajärvi project.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Patrick. We really appreciate you providing some additional color around these results. Looks like some really exciting stuff, and there's more to come down the pipeline here as well. Anybody that's watching, if you'd like to get a hold of the company or talk directly with Patrick, you can do so on the information that's on the screen right now. Once again, Patrick, I'd like to say thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing from you very soon.
Thank you, John. We'll keep everybody posted as these results come in. It's going to be a busy first quarter.